Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Mike 51.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Parker unable to get that one, but now it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Let's bring it. 90 is a Mike. Hi.
Rosen to throw again. On the right side, open is Gesicki. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Dolphins, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Monday.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
56.
That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
56. You don't know. Quarter. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hug. Hey, Delta.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third down. Here's Haskins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Haskins looking to throw on first down. completes it right side to Doxson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Here we go. Know the base. Who that?
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth rounder from Stanford. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On second down, Love. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Going to give it to Love. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Trying to toss play to Love. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Motion.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep is Albert Wilson. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
The Dolphins take over at their own 8-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now it's Rosen looking. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. 3 buzz.
Now Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike, one down. Use the
Again, it's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's Rosen. And to the left side here, Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 39-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Monday. 56. Mike.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. It's complete to Parker, left side. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Hug. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Rosen will throw. His pass caught at the 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Haskins on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check safety, check safety.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. A deep ball for Dotson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Josh Dotson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't got nothing.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So we've reached half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating.
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 17-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Redskins take over at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Foster. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a give running right is Love. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. He's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin here with Adams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Wilson snags it left side. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Able to push his way through. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Good. 180. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Let's go. Alert. Mike. Hey, Alpha. 51. Hurry. Crunch time, defense. 51. Yes.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 30 yards there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
17.
Bring it. 180. Target. Yes.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Squeeze, double.
On first down, this is Adams. And some room to work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Check 50.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
56. Check 56. Here we go. 56.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
90 is a mic. Hey, alert. 90 is a mic.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Haskins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Townsend. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they'll run it here with Adams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mike, 56, right there.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
56 to Mike.
Now Rosen on first down. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run on second down with Adams. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now Haskins. Out to the left, it's complete to Daxon. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Adams. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Adams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, they go with Adams. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. On first down, Haskins. He's going to let it flop. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And the Redskin first down.
On first and 10, Haskins. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Redskins' 46-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.